Start. Alright, so...
I find iron to be a worthwhile investment, though, for tools.
Yeah.
Again, I wish I had some diamond because I would mine a lot faster.
Yeah. Alright. Chloral hydrate.
Just something to make this go faster.
Yeah, anything to make this go faster.
Well, I'm working on clearing out level 40 right now. That's still quite a ways down to go.
I'm Norwegian.
The only bright side is I have a very clear idea in my head of how I want to design my thing when I get all this dug out.
Let's go. Oh, God.
Oh, you can deal with that.
So I've also realized something that I never thought was going to turn up. But goddamn British people can be, or well, Europeans in general, are some people who are completely oblivious to how racist they are. It's just one of those, if you were, just never go to Tumblr. You know, just stay away from it. That's for the best. It's down to the point now where whenever they start talking about anything related to, like, any sort of race in in our guild chat, I have to go, alright, if I see any racial slurs, I am going to have to call this, or end this conversation. Oh, you won't see any. I'm like, I don't know about that. Oh, this isn't where I intended to be. Goddamn. Oh, I made it to your base out of boredom, and
Did you find a way in?
yeah, I found the steps down. Hi. Oh,
That's where
wow.
I'm working.
This is a way smarter way of doing it than what I'm doing. Now you won't have to build floors.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to patch them, but I won't have to build them.
Huh. Oh, it's a way better idea. I guess you just start out by mining corners and...
Yeah, I mine a perimeter, so I know where the edges are.
Yeah.
Then I mine resource tunnels.
Uh-huh.
A 1x2 shaft every 2 spaces apart, so, you know, I can see any resources that are in the walls and grab those, and then I just clear.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of useful to be able to find the iron first. As you might expect.
Yeah. I'm honestly, impressed by this.
I'll worry about the dirt on the surface later.
Yeah. But, I'm totally gonna cheat to get back.
It is kind of a long walk.
But,
Of course, if you would walk back normally, you could have stopped and, like, you know, grab some dirt from the
yeah, I do need some dirt.
base station.
I do need some dirt.
Well, I can, you know, head over to the base station and get you some if you want.
No, that's fine. I'll get it when I need it. Or you can hit it like 70 or 80 times while you're there. Either one works.
Right.
Don't do that.
Well, I don't need to head over there quite just yet, so, you know.
I'm actually tempted on writing up some sort of article about, you know, the point of view of just an average American who is suddenly thrust into a large group of Germans, English people, French, Italians, etc., etc., etc. Because it's like, okay, the British and Germans hate each other. I expected that. They kind of bombed the shit out of each other. Though, to be fair, Germany pretty much started it first. Every time. The British are okay with the French. The French hate the British. The French hate the Germans. The French hate the French. I feel bad having to admit that every single French stereotype I ever heard is correct. It's just one of those, I don't know what to say about this. I did not expect the French to actually behave this way. I was hoping they would not, and I would be like, haha, I've been proven wrong. But we had a French guy on our FC who did nothing but talk about how much he fucking hated French people. Like, anytime anyone would say fuck anything in French, he was French, he was born in France, he's lived in France his whole life. He especially despised Parisians, but apparently all French people despise Parisians, even Parisians. But as someone says something in French, and he would yell at them in French, "Shut up, you mongrel." Like, damn. Like, why are you... Is it because of their dialect of French? Does that mean they're, like, considered some low-class blah, blah, blah? Like, no, they're just French. Like, okay. The day he realized that he did not speak enough English to interact with English people and had to leave to go to a server with a high French population, he actually considered quitting the game entirely. I don't want to have anything to do with the French. I love you English speakers. Like, okay. Apparently he, like, basically said the only thing good about this country is the food and our freedoms. I'm like, well, that's fair. It's like, if we could get rid of the French people and put in Canadians, this country would be perfect.
He must not have been around Canadians very much.
Nah.
Half of them are French,
Well, apparently, well, to the French at least, and it makes perfect sense, French Canadians aren't real French people.
Well, I agree.
I mean, for starters, I always heard from other Canadians how much they fucking hate French Canadians because of how rude they are.
Yeah.
But from French people, apparently, the French Canadians are very nice and polite, but the majority...
Are Canadians.
Yeah, they view the French Canadians as being nice and polite, but they talk about and treat them the way you might treat someone's retarded little brother. Like,
no, that sounds appropriate.
Like, they try, and you can't really fault them as long as they try, because it means they want to be like us. Like, okay. And then the British people that seem to think their country is still important. I mean, the one of them in RFC, if he had been born in the U.S., I am fairly certain he would be a Trump supporter. It was the guy, but he would be just because he doesn't know any better. That's the guy who we have to explain everything to, but is otherwise good-natured. He would probably think, no, but he has a plan to make the country better. Like, no, he doesn't. Oh. But he is aside from actually being good-natured, he is the British version of the redneck in the American, redneck in the American flag t-shirt. Like, the second you start saying anything shit about England, which British people like to do all the time, apparently, he'll start, God save our gracious queen, sweet, or whatever the hell it is. I don't know the British, patriotism songs, but he takes that shit seriously. It's like, okay. You are, yes, I get it. You're very patriotic. And then he's like, yeah, I might move to the U.S. I'm like, alright. Well, obviously you're not that patriotic. Then there's the funny person who actually has been to the U.S. several times for work or whatnot. Who was like, yeah, I always hated the U.S. jokes about British people's teeth. And then I came to the U.S. and saw people in the U.S.'s teeth. And I suddenly became very, very conscious of my smile. Like, yeah, well, my smile looks like a fucking busted-ass picket fence right now. So don't feel too bad. And she's like, oh, no, I know not everyone has a perfect smile, but you'd be surprised how many white teeth you see in the U.S. on average people, not just celebrities. Like, oh, and you don't see that too often here. It's like, no, the average tooth color on everyone, including non-smokers, tends to be some shade of yellow. Like, that's normal as far as I know. Yeah, not in the U.S. Like, oh. Wow, my teeth are fucking terrible, so... this has been kind of interesting being the, Westerner thrown into the middle of literal centuries of infighting and conflict. And me, as the person from the U.S., going, y'all are too hostile. And also the realization that not every British person has a classy accent, as the BBC would lead us to believe.
Right.
I can't do a British accent at all.
I know, we went over this last week.
Yeah, but it's just one of those. I feel like I was lied to by public television and the BBC in general. I feel cheated. I want one of you to sound like a classy motherfucker right now. Come on, chop chop. What? Oh, I'm still doing this mining. Oh. I'm doing it at a relatively slow pace as well so that I can place torches in any area where I'm worried a mob might spawn. Unfortunately, it's during the day, so I can't tell where those dark sparks are. Oh god, Goku Black. Have you seen this?
I heard about it.
Yes, Future Trunks is now coming back from future, where the evil entity known as Goku Black has destroyed everything or something. Like, this is actually making me happy because Toriyama appears to never have evolved out of ridiculous, cheesy 90s and 80s anime. And it brings me such happiness and joy to see it. It's like, he doesn't care how ridiculous it sounds. He knows it's going to make money either way because it's Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta give Toriyama credit. I think he's actually doing it because he enjoys it, not because he wants money.
Probably.
I mean, he has, as far as I know, and as far as I have heard, enough money to buy, like, a large portion of Japan. So, it's just, he doesn't need the money. He has to be doing this because he likes it. So, I'm all for it. I'm all for getting as ridiculous as possible and letting him just go completely fuckstick insane. Let him create whatever he thinks Dragon Ball Z needs. Or Dragon Ball Super needs.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen so many people on my personal Facebook just ranting up a goddamn storm about Goku Black. It's like, it sounds stupid. I'm like, everything about Dragon Ball Z sounds stupid. It always did. The only difference is you thought it was cool when you were a teenager because it was new and weird. Now that you know all of the tropes, you think it sounds stupid. Imagine you're 14 again. It's that simple. I'm lucky I've got a horrible shit memory. I forget the tropes.
Yeah.
I read the tropes so fast that I don't even remember when I've seen one. Unless it is, that traditional anime trope of he was an ordinary high school student, but then X happened and it granted him mystical powers and a girl, or a girl with mystical powers. Mm-hmm. Or he gets his mystical powers from the girl, or the girl gets her mystical powers from him, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Because those are the plots of every anime ever. Except for Dragon Ball Z. Or Dragon Ball in general. And I appreciate that. And I'm sure there's others, like fucking Doraemon. I'm pretty sure no one in Dairaimon got their powers from, or had mystical powers, or got them from a girl. I'm pretty sure that was just about a blue robotic cat. I can appreciate that. Like, alright, I go dump this off. There, it's level now. And I have slimes generating in here.
Oh.
This is actually problematic.
Yeah, you left too much space open.
Well, I mean, it's not a huge problem
Damn
now.
inconvenient, though.
It will be for a spawner.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll figure
Well,
out.
don't you have... You can check on your map. Maybe you ended up in a slime chunk without realizing it.
I probably did. Okay.
That would kind of blow.
Trying to remember what it is that changes filters.
Well, you'll figure it out eventually.
Oh, that zooms in and out. Home does nothing. I know OP. Okay. What in the hell did I just bring up? L, I think, yes, brings up the cheat sheet for World Edit.
Does it?
Yes.
Must just be for the server because I'm not getting anything.
Alright, well. Alright, well, I don't know what all the buttons I hit did, but the game hasn't exploded. I'm going to assume if there are slimes in here. I'm in a slime chunk, though.
It could well be, but you probably should check.
Alright. Which, yeah. That's going well. Only. Doop, doop, doop. Alright. So, eh. Get all that and then put that way. Alright, so how much iron do I have now? I've actually got 57. Well, time to go mining more.
Back to the grind. Stone.
Back to the grinding wheel to the face. Well, that sounds uncomfortable, actually.
Yes, it does.
I'm running out of... I'm actually running out of locations to put dirt.
I haven't even pushed the button lately.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, back down. Oh, actually I should head back up and make a sword in case I have to fight that slime.
Aw, you can take it.
Well, I can. I just need a sword. Bleh.
Still hearing skeleton noises every once in a while. I'm not sure where they're coming from. Because every time I go up and down, there's not any skeletons in any of my levels. So I'm not sure what's up with that.
Trying to remember how to make an extended sword.
That's pretty simple.
Yes?
It's pretty simple.
Well, I don't know See, it's iron. Oh, God, I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm supposed to use cobblestone, not wood. There's that goat.